Donald Trump's son, Don Jr., texted White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows as the Capitol riots were taking place. And turns out that he had some difficulty reaching out to his own father and had to reach out to Mark Meadows to get the Chief of Staff to do something, to get Donald Trump to do something about the Capitol riots, to put a stop to those Capitol riots. And we've learned about this thanks to text messages that were provided by Mark Meadows to the House counsel that's looking into and investigating the January 6th insurrection. Now, Donald Trump Jr. texted Meadows this. First of all, he texted him again and again, according to Liz Cheney, who is part of the group of congressional lawmakers doing this investigation. She read other examples of text messages that were sent to Mark Meadows, including text messages sent by Fox News personalities and such. But I do want to share this following video of Liz Cheney, who I do not have any love for, talking about these text messages and the ramifications.
One of the president's sons texted Mr. Meadows, quote, "He's got to condemn this ASAP. The Capitol Police tweet is not enough," Donald Trump Jr. texted. Meadows responded, quote, "I'm pushing it hard. I agree." Still, President Trump did not immediately act. Donald Trump Jr. texted again and again, urging action by the president. Quote, "We need an Oval Office address. He has to lead now. It has gone too far and gotten out of hand," end quote. But hours passed without necessary action by the president.
So the question is, now that we know that Mark Meadows was pushing hard, I mean, that's what he claimed in his response to Don Jr., what was Trump's response? And why is Mark Meadows now doing everything he can to protect Donald Trump and his inaction as the riots were taking place?
So there's two different issues here. One is you now have Fox News hosts, politicians that are in the building that are his top allies, and even his own family trying to reach Trump, saying, for God's sake, condemn the rioters and tell them to go home. Put aside the country and democracy. This is bad for the Republican Party. Okay, please do something. Nope, he would not do it for hour after hour after. And he got all those messages. He was watching TV. He knew exactly what was going on.
He loved it.
And of course, the most relevant quote is to the one he gave to Kevin McCarthy that another Republican overheard and has said. It's a Republican who said it. Okay, he said, "I guess those people care more about the election than you do, Kevin." So he loved the riot. He loved the violence, and he thought maybe they could overthrow this election and this government and put me back in charge. So they were saying hang Mike Pence, and he never apologized for that, never gave a kind word to Mike Pence. He didn't mind what they did at all. Now the second issue.
Now, can I jump in on that? Not only did he not mind what was going on, but think about how Trump is just, first of all, juvenile in his unwillingness to accept defeat, but more importantly, he's a narcissist. So that whole event, okay, those riots, he felt that it was stroking his ego. He loved it.
That's a great point that no one ever makes. It wasn't just that he liked that they were trying to undo a democratic election and doesn't care about our democracy and was ready to burn it to the ground. It's that he enjoyed it. He's like, remember the big crowds? He didn't want to come out to that Bill O'Reilly event because he thought the crowd wasn't large enough. That we just reported on that yesterday, right? And we told you in other cases, if the crowd's not large enough, he yells at everybody and gets bitter about it.
Yep.
And brags about crowd size, etc. But this was a crowd that was willing to commit violence for him.
On his behalf.
Oh, he thinks they're the greatest people on earth.
He loved it.
That's the biggest ego boost he's ever gotten. They're willing to risk their lives. They're willing to die for him. They're willing to kill for him. Oh, of course he loved them.
Now, he didn't bail them out or pardon any of them, but it's okay.
Yeah,
let's forget about that.
He raised at least $150 million from Republican suckers, right? And did he use any of it for the legal defense of those guys? Or by the way, in any of the cases where he was challenging the election? No, he kept the money. Oh my God, we have such a great legal case. Oh, I'm not spending any money on that. He didn't even pay Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani is now begging for legal defense.
You love to see
Trump is keeping all the money anyway, natural born crook. But the second part of the story is about Donald Trump Jr. How sad is that? He can't even reach his own dad.
Papa.
Yeah, it reminded me of Succession.
Oh, it's so good.
Right, they have a monster of a dad, and they all know their dad's a monster, and they all know that their dad doesn't respect them at all. And Donald Trump Jr. is so sure that his dad won't take his call at the most important time.
I love
His
it.
hair's on fire. He's texting again and again and again saying, Daddy's got to do something. But Daddy won't take his call, so he has to go through the chief of staff. And the chief of staff says, sure, Donnie, Jr., we'll get to you, okay?
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I love seeing these clowns get humiliated. Now, there's an important poll question that we want to ask our audience.
Important.
And we will admit that this isn't our poll here at the main show. This was a poll from John Iadarolla's Damage Report. But I think the question is an important one for you to answer. Go to tyt.com/polls to answer it. Why did Don Jr. text Mark Meadows rather than his own father? Is it because Daddy won't give Jr. his number, or Jr.'s too terrified to stand up to Papa?
tyt.com/polls. The American people want to know. By the way, we did a poll the other day. Eggnog, yes or no? I think it says like 29,000 votes right now, and it's 52% yes, 48% no. Check out Old School if you're a member. We talked about it. It was hilarious. tyt.com/join. Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.